by default. We are born of the earth. Nature is powerful. It surrounds us. It lives. Watch as the trees let go of their autumn leaves, setting them free to frolic in the wind. They move across the open field, colors swirling as they dance along, finding their way through the wild grass. I tried to catch one in my hand, but there's no holding onto that kind of beauty. It flies away to a far off place where no human has ever been, an imaginary land where every part of nature is cherished, simply because it exists. And that poem is titled Untitled. so so now this poem, but now these list of poems that I'm about to read is about family. So I mean, if you are a parent, or even if you're not a parent, you might know some little ones. You might have some nieces, some nephews, or little cousins, or newborns in the family, or whatever. These poems are dedicated to them. I have a 9-year-old son, so these poems was what I mean. He was what I was thinking about when I was writing these. So, okay. I am your parent. You are my child. I am your calm face. You are my giggle. I am your praying hands. You are my saving grace. I am your lullaby. You are my peekaboo. I am your goodnight kiss. You are my I love you. My wish for you will always be that you live long and happy, and that you follow your dreams wherever the road may lead. When you look back and I am but a memory, I pray that you always remember that you were, are, and always will be deeply loved by me. And that one is untitled too, actually, but that's dedicated to babies, to little ones. And thank you. Yeah, I love kids. I mean, I love the babies, So you will always be my baby. My baby, you will always be, no matter where you are. You're like a little part of me, whether near or far. I counted all your tiny toes when you were fresh and new. Words can't express how proud I was that I've been given you. Your tiny little newborn face, I couldn't have loved more. And though your face was new to me, it was like we met before. And so each day you grew and grew, and I looked proudly on until one day I looked and saw your baby days was gone. But once my baby, you will stay. That way for all of my days. My baby, you will always be, and I'll love you always. Again, you will always be my baby. That's the title. So, okay. Last poem's about kids. This is dedicated to the fathers with daughters. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. So, a daughter is a wonderful blessing, a treasure from above. She's laughter, warmth, and special charm. She's thoughtfulness and love. A daughter brings special joy that comes from deep inside. And as she grows, she fills your heart with pride. With every year that passes, she's more special than before. Through every stage, through every age, you love her even more. No words can describe the warm memories, the pride and gratitude too, that comes from having a daughter to love and cherish, just like you. So that's called Little Princess. So, oh, thank you. So now, the poems that I'm about to read is about house music. So every time I visit you guys' channel, especially like you, L35, like you inspired me. So So these poems right here is dedicated like to your music and dedicated to DJ Absurd's music. Both you guys, y'all are like by far like the greatest DJs, and I'm not just saying this just to say it. Like, I'm new to house music. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about it, but I recently just started listening to it. But but you and his music is great. So every time I see your streams like live, like I always like have like a notebook with me, and I always like whatever comes to my head, I just write down. So these next poems is all dedicated to house music. So hope you guys enjoyed it. So, all right, house music. Okay. Whew. Okay. House music, house music. Please do not mute it. House music, house music. Drink a smoothie while grooving. House music, the great sensation of the speakers booming. House music makes life oh so soothing. House music. Tell me, how do you do this? House music. You just make me love to tune in. House music, house music. Oh, how I love vibing to it. And that's the first poem dedicated to house music. I know it's kind of short. Sometimes I write short poetry. Sometimes I write long poetry. But it depends on how I feel. So I hope you like that one. And I have more. Don't worry, I have more music. I have more poems about house music. That was the first one. So, all right. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Oh, you say you have a niece? Yeah. I mean, that's when you should dedicate that poem to her, because I feel like, without kids, I feel like we can learn a lesson from kids too. Kids just don't learn a lesson from us as adults. I feel like we can learn a lot from kids too, because they have that like innocence about them. So, what kind of music I grew up to? I grew up to mostly Motown, Temptations, The Carpenters, Diana Ross. I also grew up to like 80s, like Madonna. I'm a major U2 fan. I love U2. So it's like ever since I started listening to house music, I always like go on YouTube and try to like take the songs that I like already to see if I can find remixes for them already. So I looked up a lot of YouTube songs, a lot of Billy Idol. I like Billy Idol too. Duran Duran, Coldplay. I love Coldplay. Um, yeah, I always wanted to like find a DJ that can take all Motown songs and just like remix them. Like, I wonder how would that sound like. It probably already has been done before, but like I haven't like heard it yet. But I always thought about it like, oh, what if I take a favorite Temptation song and then just that would be awesome to like hear that. Oh yeah, you like Motown too? Yeah. Like I said, Temptation songs. Like my favorite Temptation song is My Girl. That's my favorite Temptation song. And Shout. I love Shout. So if I ever like find a remix like song for Shout, that would make me faint. I would be like, woo! I felt that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So, okay. House music is a feeling that will never die. It's a spiritual thing, a body thing, a soul thing. Music is what feelings sound like. Dear house music, thank you for always clearing my head, healing my heart, and lifting my spirits. You notice how most things have an end to them, like friend has an end, like E-N-D, girlfriend, boyfriend, best friend, in its words. But house music doesn't. It has no end. And that's the second point for house music. I like James Brown too. Oh, I would love that. If both of you guys did that, I would love that. Like, yeah, throw that in there whenever you can. It's not about what the equipment does. It's about what you can do through that equipment. That's where the soul is. A truly great DJ, just for a moment, can make a whole room fall